Hello, my name is Hussein and I'm Forex Optimum Broker Financial Analyst. I'm back again to bring you all some of the market headlines to give you an overall review of what's happening in the financial markets. The optimism is restored in the markets as investors regain the faith that the relief package in the United States is going to be approved soon. Moreover, Democratic government under new President Joe Biden promised more broad package compared to the current US administration pledges. The greenback has resumed its decline against all major currencies on this background. This decline also reflects investors' concern over the spread of the second wave of coronavirus in the United States and its economic consequences. Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index provided initial expectations of Americans after the elections. If turned out that possible people consider not only the current economic conditions but also perspectives in the coming months. These fears are seen reasonable, and more state authorities are tightening restriction measures to contain the virus spread. Oregon announced partial lockdown for 2 weeks. Mayor of New York, Bill de Blasio, closed schools. Such move left citizens exposed to difficulties and harming the economy. Local authorities were delayed harsh measures as much as they could, and such decisions underlines the difficulty of the situation with the spread of the infection. The coming weeks may be decisive in the battle with COVID-19 for the United States and Europe. Authorities may either lose control amid overwhelming healthcare system, or their efforts in containing the virus will succeed, bringing the number of new infections down. However, European countries that introduced partial soft lockdowns almost 2 weeks ago have not succeeded much to contain the virus, and that overshadows the perspectives to contain the virus in the US. The S&P 500 broad market index resumed its climbing and broke through the landmark of 3,600 points. The next target within the upward trend will be at the all-time high of 3645.99 level. The US dollar index is expected to lose ground, sliding to somewhere around 91.70 points. Regarding the safe haven assets, the scenario hasn't changed, and US 10-year treasuries yield are expected to hit about 1%. When we talk about gold prices remain in the price range of $1,845 to $1,933 per troy ounce. However, any certainty or approval of the relief package in the United States may nudge gold prices to test the upper margin of this range. Worldwide, rising COVID-19 infections and elevating crude reserves in the United States last week put additional pressure on crude prices. New daily detected cases of the virus in the United States alone was recorded at 163,000 plus at the end of the last week. Then the number of deaths reached about 1,171. The pandemic situation is worsening in Europe, Canada, Australia, and Russia. Austria has introduced a strict nationwide lockdown too. Such developments may undermine the global economic recovery, making it more complicated. The US Energy Information Administration last week reported crude reserves unexpectedly rose by 4.3 million barrels. The incoming data points towards a misbalance of the demand and supply in the market. These factors are limiting crude prices to post additional gains. OPEC, last but not the least, which actually technical committee and joint ministerial monitoring committee will join forces this week to balance the market and possibly to extend current conditions for the deal of 2021. If the extension would be approved by the OPEC crude prices, materially, if the OPEC fails to extend production cuts for the next year, Brent crude prices may fall below $40 per barrel. But before the decision of the cartel and its allies Brent prices may hit the level of $44 to $45 per barrel on these expectations. Well, thank you very much, and this is all for the day. Bye bye.